Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. Mine's been lovely. As you know from last week, we had a friend staying for the weekend, so that was lovely. She went away on Monday. Um, Friday went down to the borders, went down to Peebles because there's this gorgeous little bookshop there, called Whitey's Books and Crafts, and it's just a superb bookshop and great craft shop as well. Um, he's a very much a bookish man. He knows books, which is fabulous. And what he was doing for mum, well, actually for all of us, for myself, mum, and dad, he put all our like national book tokens onto one like national book token card, so it means we're not carrying loads of them around, which is great. Dad got 3 books, mum got 2, I got 1, and my friend Jane bought I think 1 or 2 as well. We see books down there that don't normally see anywhere else. So I got Susanna Kersley. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called over in the UK. Is it Sophie's Wish or something like that? But it's not It's not the UK title I've got. It's the Canadian title. So I've got the first one, and Mum's got the second one. Which is really really nice. So, I haven't started reading it yet. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. And we did that. Saturday we stayed at home. We actually stayed at home Sunday as well. But Saturday we sat and watched the rugby. Oh boy, Scotland were lucky. Jeez, I mean, oh, we were so fortunate to win that game. I just hope to goodness they were not as complacent, tomorrow against France as we were against the second half from Wales. I just couldn't believe the amount of penalties we were giving away and just the complacency and everything. It was like, oh, ridiculous. So yeah, then Sunday we were going to go for a cuppa, Jane and I, but I just felt rotten. I was just so tired and I needed a nap, so we didn't do anything. I did some jigsaw and Jane helped, which was lovely. The big thing of the weekend was that we have booked our summer holiday. We are going on a Danube River cruise. So yes, we have that to look forward to in August. So that'll be really nice. So yes, that's kind of what was last weekend was like. She went away Monday, had Tuesday just recover, just didn't do very much. Wednesday had to go and do a wee bit shopping for various things. Yesterday, again, relaxation day. And then this morning I was out for coffee with a friend. So it's been a sort of up and down week, sort of doing things and not doing things, but that's fine. That's good. Reading wise, I've done pretty well. I've finished 4 books since last weekend, so I think that's not bad. So the first book I finished was That Wintry Feeling by Debbie Macomber. I gave this 4 out of 5. This was my book for the Retro Romance Readathon that is organised by Sarah the Bookish Knitter and Storm from Storm Reads. So yeah, I wanted to participate, so that's good. I may put in another retro before the end of the month. So it's not going to. That was my only retro book. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll get another one in. So in this one we meet Kathy, and Kathy has moved to Alaska to get away from past hurts and one man in particular. And she works as a no, I can't remember how to put it, but I would say she's an assistant to the teachers but she is specialising in children who have reading and writing and mathematical difficulties. So she's very, very specialised. And she loves her job. And there's one little girl who doesn't really play with anyone at playtime, and Kathy suspects that she could have dyslexia. And she's been trying to get hold of this wee girl's dad, Grady, for numerous weeks, and he's not returning calls, etc. So eventually she actually goes to see him. Oh, I'm really sorry. Today is going to be a really yawny day. Goes to see him, and they don't exactly hit it off. Okay, she goes in there, shall we say, a bit heavy-handed, and he does not appreciate this, as most people would do, but she kind of realises her mistake. And her friend is wanting to try and get her to go out with men, and Kathy's maybe not totally interested, but she agrees to give it a go. And there's this one advert in the sort of the singles section in the local newspaper, and she makes Kathy reply to it, and yes, of course, it's going to be Grady. He is he runs his own bush piloting and freight company. So he flies. He agrees to get his daughter tested, and I'm afraid her name is slipping from my head, and she does have dyslexia. So they agree that Kathy should it'd be maybe a good idea for her to maybe think about tutoring her, but she does know it needs to be somebody else. But she will keep working with her within the school day. So we have, will they, won't they date each other situation, and then a will they, won't they from what happens afterwards. And you get the backstory of why Kathy is in Alaska as well. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice plot, good plot line. It was a lovely read, and it was like a nice sweet romance, which was really, really good as well. So yes, so thoroughly enjoyed that one. I then read this book. I read Countdown to Christmas by Joe Thomas. This is set in Canada. So it doesn't start off in Canada. It starts off, I think it's Cardiff it starts off in. And we meet Chloe. Now, Chloe is going to be spending Christmas on her own because her son Reuben is going over to New York to spend Christmas with his father. Reuben is quite young, I think he's about 8 or 9. And Chloe and her ex-partner got on really, really well. They just realised that they were not suitable as a married couple or a partner couple, but they have a child and they want to do the best for Reuben. And Reuben's really, really excited about going. But he's also quite slightly worried about leaving his mother. But she puts on a brave face and says, no, on you go. It's fine, no problem. So he goes and he leaves her a present. And he said, you have to open it as soon as you get back home. So she does. And it's the advent calendar that she made for him. But he's filled all the pockets for her with different things. And the first one she pulls out is Say Yes. And while she was in London, going to put Reuben on the plane with his father, there was this man kept phoning her and going, I'm from, and she's like, look, I don't want to hear from you. But eventually she listens to his message to discover that a long lost relative has left her property in Canada. And she decides, right, I'm going to go see it. She takes the just say yes. So she heads off to this little village in Canada and decides to stay for a wee while. She wasn't going to, but she decides to stay for a wee while, and she becomes involved in life in the village. She becomes involved in the cafe for various reasons. And also there's a really nice young man there called Theo who sort of shows her around, explains things to her, and explains about the town is renowned for its maple sugar and its maple syrup and everything, and the town's sort of life revolves around this. And it's also now then will she, won't she stay? Will she bring her son to live there, etc.? What she finds out about her relative, etc. It was beautifully written. I absolutely adored this. I give this 5 out of 5. I absolutely loved this book. I liked the setting, I liked the characters. They weren't so nice, but I did the majority of the characters. I loved the descriptions of the wildlife and what you could see and everything. It was just so good. I liked also the community coming together about various things, because Chloe ends up helping to organise the Christmas fair and the Christmas maple run, and it was just so well written and so fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you're looking for a really nice Christmas book, if you read Christmas any time of the year, definitely go and give this one a try. If you want to wait till November, December, or even for Christmas in July, put this on your radar. You will not be sorry. Mum is reading it at the moment and is loving it. I then read, hold on a minute till I get myself organised. I then read A Refuge for the Chalet School by Amy Fletcher. I'm not going to say anything because I'm using this for my Book and a Bake episode for this month, so you'll find out more about it then. So a little teaser. And then I read The Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I read this it was a February pick for the Classic Children's Book Group book. And it's also, I read it as part of the Laura Ingalls Wilder readathon as well. I haven't read this book in years. I haven't read Little House on the Prairie, the whole series, for years. I really enjoyed it. I loved the descriptions in it. It was really interesting, having read the Joe Thomas about maple syrup and maple sugar. That also comes into this one, so really, really interesting. I really like this one. I like the fact that it's like really setting the scene, and you're getting to know the characters of Laura, Mary, Ma, Pa. Carrie at this point is a baby. It's very much a social commentary of its time, and you find out about, obviously life within this time period, and them coming together with other members of the community at various points. I also, it's the start of some new technology that's come in as well. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I would, I think at some point like to sort of maybe start reading the rest of the series as well. I have them, maybe I'll intersperse them throughout the year. But no, thoroughly enjoyed this as a social commentary. I would give it 4 out of 5, I have to say, because I just think it was really well written and very gentle. I liked the interspersing of the songs as well. It was really lovely. So yeah, so I'm glad that we chose this one for the book group. So what am I reading at the moment? I hear you cry. I picked up one of the books that Mum and Dad gave me for Christmas, and that's Christmas at the Marshmallow Cafe by C.P. Ward. I'm on chapter 13 at the moment. What I really do like about the chapters is that every chapter has a little hot chocolate mug. That I appreciate with marshmallows on it. I really appreciate that. So as I say, I'm in chapter 13. So at the moment we find out about Bonnie. Bonnie works in a local supermarket. Doesn't really particularly enjoy her job. She's aged 52, which she thinks is old, decrepit, and she hasn't got much to offer. And I'm like, wait a minute, honey, I'm older than that. I've still got plenty of life left in me, touch wood. And I still got things I want to do. She's kind of stuck in a rut because her husband left her for a younger woman. Her kids blame her for the fact that the parents split. The children are older, they're away from home, so it's like, over yourselves. And she finds out that she has been left this lease of a cafe by her uncle. And her best friend Debbie, who's but half her age, persuades her to go to the Lake District to find out about this cafe. And I've just got to the bit where they've just kind of arrived and they've seen round this theme park where the cafe is. It's like a Christmas theme park, and they're sort of meeting people. And I think it's going to be really, really interesting. They found, they found the cafe. They found he's got like a flat above it, but there's also, she's just found this secret door that leads to kind of a secret room that he had. And I went, oh, so good so far. I have to say, I started off and a bit, but now I'm getting into it. I am really, really enjoying it. So I'll be interested to see what happens next. I'm also reading, what's it called? Chasing a Highland Dream by Lisa Hobman. This is the second book in this sort of series that I don't know how many more are going to come out. Read the first one, really enjoyed it. Reading this one, and I'm not 100%, it's okay. I'm not at the moment raving about it, and I'm like 41% of the way through it. So it's going to have to sort of kind of buck up for me a bit, because it's not... Is it grabbing me? Sort of. I'm reading it because it's a review book, so I need to review it. But at the moment it's just like not... I'm not going, I can't put it down, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of what I've been reading for the past week. I would love to know, what have you been reading down below? I would love to know, what are you reading at the moment? Again, please, let's come chat in the comments. Weather-wise, we've had 2 beautiful days. They were sunny, blue sky, but cold. Very cold. Today, you're looking at grey skies, rain, dreich, windy. The wind would take your face off. It is that cold. And it's just like, it's miserable. As I say, I was out this morning for coffee, but I am glad to be indoors. My plan for this afternoon is just to get this edited and just to snuggle up with this book and see if I can maybe finish it today, which would be quite nice. And I might do... I'm still working in the jigsaw. I might go and do some work on that. I don't know. We are waiting on the TV engineer to come, because our TV box has been playing silly duffs for the last sort of 2-3 weeks. So maybe we need a new set-top box. We're not sure. So yeah, but that we're covered, I think, for that eventuality, which is fine. But as Dad said, we can't be without the TV for the rugby. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Not on our to-do list at all. So we have this weekend rugby, the Six Nations. So Scotland play France. As I say, we're going to have to play an awful lot better to stand a chance tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll be watching that. What else will I be doing? I'd quite like to pick up my cross stitch, I have to say. I'd like to maybe pick up that point this weekend. I have 2 letters that I'm sort of in the process of writing, so I'd like to get them finished and get them in the post for Monday, or on Monday, which would be good. I'd be pleased about that. So yes, I'm one of these people. I like writing letters to friends. I just really enjoy it. I can just immerse myself, and I go off in tangents and everything. So it's fun to do. So I'd love to know, actually, how many of you guys are you letter writers? Come let me know on the channel and down in the comments. I'd love to know. I know I've been getting some new subscribers, and I watched a video that Storm put out, Storm from Storm Reads, and she was like, she mentioned me, which I was really pleased with. I was really chuffed about it. So thanks, Storm. I really appreciate the shout out. It was very kind of you. And she was like, I don't know her name. So I thought, I know I've been getting some new subscribers due to a Cozy Candyland readathon that is happening over on Instagram, and I know that or in Discord, and now people are stopping in to say hello, and some have subscribed, so I really appreciate that. So I thought I'd do a quick reintroduce myself to those of you who are new here, or haven't sort of watched me for very long. I'm Fiona. I live in Scotland. What else? I obviously love reading. I love sport. letter writing, crafting. Where in Scotland do I live? I live on the east coast. I live near Edinburgh. So I'm very fortunate. I didn't, my first 10 years of my life, I was a Highland girl. I am very proud to be a Highland girl, a Highland lass, and always will be. You know, but as I say, we've lived down here since I was 10 years old. And it's like I'm surrounded by beaches. I have a lot of the best of both worlds because I can go into Edinburgh, great train service. I can go virtually anywhere in Scotland I want to go, which is lovely. I was working and then ended up going back to university to do a master's. I did start doing my PhD, but due to health issues, had to stop that. So yes, I have ME, which is a very debilitating condition. There are days when I'm good, there are days when I could just crawl back to bed, but that's fine. I make the most of what I can do, which is great. I was very sporty, so this is a bit of a kick in the teeth, but I have started August last year, going to yoga. I have a one-to-one session every 2 weeks for about 20 minutes, and I love it. I really do love it. It's nice to be able to move my body again, which is something that I really appreciate. But yeah, so that's kind of a wee bit about me. I'm not one of these people that will tell you my whole life story. You just get enough, because I do, although I'm a small booktuber, I do appreciate my privacy. So I will share bits and pieces, but not a lot. And also I love to bake, so you'll find on this channel, you'll find book reviews, you'll find baking things. You will probably also see my parents as well. They pop on now and again, either helping me bake or tasting what I've been baking. I have done a couple actually of like what they're reading videos. I might do another couple of them as well, intersperse them throughout the year. I am hoping to maybe do a live at some point, and still sort of working that one out, because I've never done one before. So sort of trying to sort of think, is there a format I want to use, or I'm just going to come on and chit chat. But I will let you know when that's happening. I do buddy reads with various friends, and we do live shows, but it tends to be on their channels. We're hopefully having a live about a book, possibly on my channel in March, but I will tell you more about that as time goes on. What else? You'll probably see little videos of if I'm going out for a day, or if I'm away on holiday, I'll take little bits and pieces and do like a wee bit of a vlog style that way. I may start doing some like reading vlogs as well, but we'll just wait and see. I've got a few ideas for things I want to put onto this channel this year, possibly starting off with lives, I'm not sure. But that's a wee bit about me. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. But that's it for this video. I had thought of making it short and sweet. Well, it's going to be about 24 minutes, but that's fine. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm really pleased that you hit that subscribe button and you've come and visited. If you're just here visiting, hello, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope that you will think about hitting that subscribe button. But until my next video, friends, have a great weekend. Let me come chat in the comments about what you're reading, what you plan to do. But until my next video, friends, stay safe, happy reading. Bye.